Okay. Mystery guest, big guest that I was so happy to bring for you, the people. And I'm so glad he's joining us. Mr. Mark Clayton. Mark, how you doing, man?
What up, RJ? I'm good, bro. How you doing?
Man, I'm having a good day. You know, today is kind of like a national
Yeah.
holiday for your boy. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Cause like, you know how we do on the signing day when all the kids make it official, and then you can see the university start to mention names, you know,
Yep.
and put them
Yep.
on. So let me ask you.
Yep.
Let me start with this. For those of y'all that don't know, Mark Clayton, one of the best wide receivers to ever do it at the University of Oklahoma, a first-round draft pick, dude that had like 83 for like 1,200, 2003. I'm going to date you a little bit. That was my freshman year of high school, right?
Yeah.
And it's my favorite team to watch, that 2003 team. We'll talk about it a little bit. But what was your signing day like?
Ooh, that's good. I ain't been back. I ain't thought about that in so long, boy. Shoot. Well, golly. All I remember is a picture that we took in the cafeteria where everybody signed, and it was cool because we had about 8 or 9 guys signed. Maybe it was like 10. I don't know. It was a bunch, man. Signed, which was awesome to share with those guys and have a it spoke a lot about our coach and how he helped us in recruiting and then our talent that we had around us. But man, that's such a blur. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I mean,
it was a great time.
It feels different now because I think we're better about covering it. It's national news. Like ESPN2 has it basically going for 8 to 12 hours. You know, like I built so much around it as well. So we view it differently, right? Because with digital and YouTube and Twitter. But the reason I asked that is like, did you know any of the dudes that you were coming in with? Like, today it feels like they're all in a group chat and they've known each other for years. Like, were there any surprises for you?
Yeah, no, I mean that, to that point, like totally different. It was pretty simple. It wasn't no hype around it. It wasn't like none of that. Like we were celebrated, at school with the coaches. And then there was some, like a news reporter or whatnot that, wrote an article about it, and we saw our names in the paper for signing with whatever school. But dude, it was nothing like not even remotely close, bro. Like nothing like today, and it's awesome to see how what is progressed into. Like is I'm excited. I get to pull up and look at all the kids that signed, and then there's little videos, and then each of their highlight is attached to it, and they got cool graphics, and it's a whole nother world. Like I got a package from the school for recruiting that I'm gonna put my hoodie on and post another pic.
I saw that.
So it's awesome.
So what'd you think when they were including you, right? Like, what'd you think?
Man, I was like, dude, I love my university, man. I'm like, bro, they do it right, man. It's because it's always a meshing of the old with the new, like respecting and honoring what was, and looking forward to and being excited about what's coming. And we do a really good job of that. And I was just like, man, I thank God that I went here.
So I understand there were some things that I say things. Let me go at this another way.
Yeah.
Your breakout year is that 2003 year, and it is my favorite team. Yeah. What do you think changed for you?
For me, it was physicality and then mentality. Like I was a little dude going in there. I wasn't very big, and then as I grew, I had to get used to what that was, and then on top of that, I was like a kid. I had fun. I was joking around all the time. I ate candy all the time. I was a little snotty nose, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kid. And that summer, like going into like that spring, going into that summer was different. I also had surgery my first year there. And then my sophomore year, I only played like a handful of games. And so it was like, man, I kind of grew up through having surgery and having those setbacks, my body developing a little bit more, And then one of my boys, Will Peoples, challenged me. And going into that summer, it was just the mentality changed. And I got a lot more serious about doing it, at a level that was beyond where I was at. And man, went into that junior season, and it was like, taking candy from a baby. And I was determined to, anytime it came to me, I was gonna make it count.
Man, and that was like, as a short dude, as a slight dude myself, right? It's easy for me to draw my attention to number 9 over there and see what he's doing with the football. The thing that I thought was most outstanding is the dudes that you had to go up against, like first team on that defense, which is still ridiculous to me to think about. Dusty Voracek, Tommy Harris, Dan Cody, Teddy Lehman. I mean, Brandon Everett. Yeah, like what was practice like for you?
Practice was lit, bro. Practice was it was just competition and making it easy on Saturday. Like, our deal was like, if we go hard during the week and we push each other like we do, sure, Saturdays that's gonna be fun. And that came from the experience that we had, and our seniors had when Coach Stoops first got there, just building that foundation and that culture of we grind so hard that we go to a game, and that's just the icing. That part fun. And so, man, those practices was, that's what made us. And especially as a receiving corps going against those DBs, man, it was huge.
Talking with Mark Clayton, one of the last members of a class, or one of the members of a class that went 4-0 against Texas, among other things. I want to make sure I get that in there. Mark, looking at what we've seen in this really weird season, this pandemic corona season, Devontae Smith has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy, be the first dude to do that since '91 at wide receiver, and only the 4th ever. What do you think it says about the game today that a wide receiver can still go and have the kind of season he's having and be in contention for for not just the Biletnikoff Award but the Heisman Trophy?
Man, I love where the game is at today. I'm like, we are getting to see what would happen if you had like this 8-year-old stud athlete get trained by a professional player, like until he went to college. And then while he was in college, and just seeing like the level of talent across the board, like it's a lot wider group of really talented guys early, not just in college but in the NFL too. Justin Jefferson going ham, DK Metcalf in the second year, crazy. There's some others, but anyway. It's pretty cool to see kind of the development of guys nowadays and all the money that's been put into training for kids at a younger age. And now they're showing up and showing out earlier.
Do you have a favorite story from your days that was, so this is what it's like to play football at Oklahoma?
Well, let me see. When I was at my freshman year at Oklahoma, I was intimidated by a guy named Ante Jones. So I got to school, I was like 149, 150. I was quick, side to side, laterally. Just when it came to getting down the field and going vertical, I wasn't really going anywhere. But Ante, though, he was like junior, senior, was one of them, and swole and fast and strong, could jump, do all this stuff. And going against that dude one-on-one was like, I hated it. First time, I'm just trying to do my little dance thing, and that boy put his right hand on my chest and almost caved it. That boy, like, damn, he's so good. I was like, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, help. Boy, yeah, that was a welcome to college moment, really. This is a whole nother level. And then in the NFL, I think that moment was more the experience. Like, when my rookie year, my first game, going out, it was like this is incredible. We played the Colts too, so Peyton Manning and all those guys over there, and it was a Monday night game. And Ray, it was defense introduction, so Ray, did that his dance and all that stuff, and the energy, and her 22-year-old rookie just in La La Land, and the hair standing up on the back of my neck, and here we are on the biggest stage in sport. I'm in the NFL, like for real, with these guys on the same field playing against freaking Manning and the Colts, and it was insane, bro. That was wow, this is let me pinch myself. Can't believe this is a real moment. Which was really cool.
No, man, like I'm glad you brought that up because like I'm actually doing some research into the U, Jimmy Johnson's U, what we can call Dennis Erickson's U, and then talk about those Ken Dorsey teams, the Larry Coker teams, and I guess I'm getting to Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. You went from playing against one great defense in practice to playing against another great defense in practice. Did you ever think sometimes, yo, man, like, can I be styling on somebody? Or what was it like to try to go up against those guys, the Pro Football Hall of Famers, the legends of the game?
Man, I learned so much from them. Because that's just even another level of like understanding of the game and knowledge of the game, and combined with physical ability is just crazy. My rookie year was that year that Deion stayed. Like he was still there.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I did one-on-ones with him, and between him and like Chris McAllister, they taught me quite a bit just in regards to what actually scared them, like what they respect, what would make them open their hips or something like that. Like it was, and what they see, like how they cover guys by look at the quarterback. A lot of times don't even look at the receiver. Sometimes they just feel the receiver. Man. Look at the quarterback. I was like, that's what?
Man,
are you serious? Like yeah. He gonna tell me. He'll tell me with his shoulders. He'll tell me what's up.
Dude.
I'm like, gosh, what the hell?
No, like it's real though, because like I want to also clue the audience in right quick. It's not just Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. It's Will Demps. It's Kelly Gregg, right? It's Tristan McAllister, right?
Mark Scott.
My God.
Like,
and then on scout team, like
Double J.
Yeah, like Cordell Stewart was on this squad, and I forget that, right?
Cordell freaking Stewart, bro.
It's like Slash was over here. It's like, no, I got you past from Slash. No, I still got the like people talk about Flutie's Hail Mary, and I remember his against Michigan, right? Because Ty Law is getting mossed by Michael Westbrook. Anyway,
right.
How has the game changed in the NFL, particularly since you retired?
Man, the rules open the game up a lot more through the air.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the biggest change, and we'll continue to see that through the points scored, and records broken sooner than later. And I think taking away some of the physicality has made it a lot more of a skill game. You can't, just rely on being able to. You can't just like grab people and hold and all that stuff and get away with it. You gotta have skill, like real skill, and be able to be agile and be instinctual and guess a lot. I mean, it really is just it's calculated guessing that happens. But yeah, it's definitely opened the game up a lot more through the air. DBs I'd say it's more difficult than it was in the past. And I know we're going to continue to see a lot of scoring going forward. This is just the beginning, and man, it's been cool. I mean, obviously being a receiver, I'm like, man, I would have loved to play today. Absolutely, like, please sign me up.
No, man, like, so I look at Tyreek Hill, I'm like, yeah, Mar used to play that position. That
could done it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
done it.
Oh goodness me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mark Clayton.
Yes, sir.
All-time great for Oklahoma, one of the best wide receivers to ever come through the university. Thank you so much for doing this, Mark. I appreciate it, man.
Dude, you're very welcome, man. I'm obviously looking forward to this weekend. and I would say I got us winning.
What's the score?
38.
Okay.
38. 38-13.
38-13.
That's my score. I know, really weird. I don't know. I just feel like I did an odd.
Nah.
Like what?
Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
38-13. That was my score.
You know OU's just a 5-point favorite, right? You know that. You know they talk about Iowa State and they gassing them up. They the number 16.
Yeah, they're good. I know. I don't. Hey, they're good. But they run the ball well. They got. I know coach is he got them boys on cloud nine. But I'm banking on our defensive front. I feel like I'm feeling a big game from them up front, and that's what's going to propel us.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
Betting on the defensive front against Breece Hall, Brock Purdy, Iowa State. 38-13. I'm going to mark that down.
Yep.
Mark Clayton. We're going to get that in
Yep.
there. All right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not that brave. I'm like 35-28 Oklahoma. But like, cause I just
okay.
Yeah, man, they know
Okay.
they're enormous at tight end. They use the tight ends like Oklahoma uses wide receivers. They're like 6'4", 6'5", 6'7", and then they can run the football. So if the DBs can stay in front of these trees that are catching footballs, then it's gonna be easy. But last time that they tried to do that, they got sunned. So we'll see.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing what Barnes got. It's a big game for him.
Ooh.
If that length can match up, that's going to be big. Taking their top guy. Like, I don't know how they're going to line up, but I just feel like that could be a nice matchup for their top guy.
Dude, I would really love for Robert to come on. I would love nothing more than for that dude to show out, right? Like I've been wanting to show up for like 3 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, come on, man.
Right. Come on, you do, baby.
Right.
You do, baby. Come on now.
It's in there.
This is it. If it's the time, it's now, man. Hey, he in there, man. That's my hope. I hope he step up and that his length played a part in why the tight ends, they get what they get, but it's not nothing that's going to, lead them to a victory.
That is Mark Clayton, and I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much.
No doubt, RJ, man. Appreciate you having me, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm going to have you back.
All right.
All right.
Bet.
Doses.
All right. Later.
All right, so that was fun. Mark Clayton coming through. I understand that not everybody that watches this channel is an Oklahoma fan, but you know what? Let's keep it 100. Let's keep the roots going. And it's signing day. It's kind of a holiday, and I thought it was cool, and he consented to do it, and we got it done. If you like the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on this video. Upload a video every single day, most times like 4 times a day. You can always catch it, and usually, if it's a story that is big in college football, gets covered here. Big things popping. Can't wait to talk to y'all soon. Doses.